friendly neighborhood, Henry, and welcome back to another episode. And today on Henry Reacts, we are talking about 4 reasons to not install the iOS 13 beta, or really betas in general. If you are an Apple developer, you do not have to watch this video, but you're more than happy to if you'd like. This video is more towards those thrill seekers who want to install iOS 13. So let me give you those 4 reasons. They're more of precautions than, don't install it, little boy. So just please keep that in mind for this video. Alright, so the first reason why you should not install the iOS 13 beta is it's a little bit different in terms of download process. You do have to install an operating system on a macOS computer. So if you do not have a Mac, you will not be able to install iOS 13 beta onto your iPhone. You have to put your iPhone in restore mode, restore your phone to the factory settings of iOS 13 beta, then you'll be able to essentially put your stuff on the phone. So it's recommended to back up your phone before even thinking about doing any of that process, because you will lose your data. So the second thing is pretty general with betas, and that's third-party apps. Typically with third-party apps, they will be buggy for at least a month into this cycle of these updates, because a lot of third-party developers are focusing on what's available now instead of what's going to be available. So as soon as it reaches after a month, that's when developers will really start publishing everything that's going to be working with iOS 13, so everyone can get a little taste of what's going to be changing with the operating system. And so until then, you will be experiencing some glitches and some bugs with your third-party apps. Me specifically, my issues have been with Instagram, where whenever I open the application, sometimes it'll come up with 5 notifications all next to each other of couldn't load image, when the whole entire feed of Instagram loads just fine, but those pop-ups still occur anyways. So bugs like that, you will experience those. It's okay, it's not your phone, but with any developer device you have, you can submit feedback to Apple letting them know about this issue so that they can get it resolved either when the next update comes around or when the full release of iOS 13 comes out. So please, if you're installing this beta, please, oh please, submit feedback to Apple so these resolutions can be resolved. So number 3, if you're downloading a developer profile, your device has to be registered. A lot of YouTubers are going to share a developer profile link with a developer profile download for your device that is not illegal to download that. But keep in mind, if your device isn't registered and something happens to your phone, it's on you. Now, it's not illegal to have a developer profile on your phone that isn't yours. And if your device isn't registered, it's not legal, but it is against Apple's terms and conditions. Basically, what that means in English is if you paid for any protection plans, those will be voided if anything is to happen to your phone and you go in for a repair. So I'm just saying, keep that in mind, that if something happens to your phone, it will be on you if this is not your personal or your business's personal developer profile account. So just keep that in mind with whoever's developer profile you have on your phone, that your device is registered to that account. It literally takes about 2 minutes to get your device registered to a developer account. You have to be an Apple developer to get it registered to that, or be in contact with someone who is an Apple developer to get your device registered. So the 4th thing is actually going to be feature related, and it's the only thing on this list that is feature related. 3D Touch is not on iOS 13. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm fine. So, for those who know what 3D Touch is, go ahead and type it in the comments down below what you use 3D Touch for. For those who don't know what 3D Touch is, well, stay tuned. I'm going to sum it in 20 seconds. Here it goes. Basically, you have a notification that pops up. You press on it, and it pops open and allows you to access the information. You have a notification that is in the notification center. If you long press it, you can see it, you can access it, you can do things with it. It allows you to interact with it. Whenever you get a text message on your notification screen, you actually 3D press that to open it and to be able to answer that message. All right, that was the 20-second, that was quick. So, that is gone, but not forgotten. So now with iOS 13, now there's what's called a long press. So a long press is when you basically hold your thumb or your finger down on what you would normally use 3D Touch for, and you rest it on there for about 2 seconds and then release, and allows you to do the 3D Touch feature that normally would be embedded in the display of your phone. So with those who already have a 3D Touch display, you can't use it. So iPhone XS Max to iPhone 6s users with a 3D Touch display, you can't even use that anymore. So now anyone who doesn't have a 3D Touch display can already access that. What's a little confusing though is this. I understand what Apple's going with 3D Touch. They're trying to save money with the manufacturing of the 3D Touch displays. They are very expensive to manufacture and they're very delicate to repair. So the fact that they're removing that and saving customers money and saving themselves money with manufacturing for these phones is great. I think that's good. What's not good, or what I don't understand, is why take it out of phones that already have it? If the phones in the future aren't going to have 3D Touch, okay, that's fine. That is your decision, and I think that not a lot of people know about 3D Touch. But if for the phones that already have a 3D Touch display, why not leave it, you know? Instead of embedding in the software that it's gone, make it still accessible. Because the thing is, if you look at the list of all the iPhones that are supported for iOS 13, there are only 3 devices on that entire list that do not have a 3D Touch display. Those phones are the iPhone SE, the iPod Touch, it's not really an iPhone, but it's on the list, and the third is the iPhone XR. That's it. No other phone on that list does not have a 3D Touch display. iPhone 6s is the oldest phone that you can buy or have that will install iOS 13, which means my iPhone 5s is no longer able to be updated. So I'm going to make a separate video about it, but I'm not going to talk about it in this one. But I'm just going to get to the end of it and not cry again over 3D Touch. So I'm not saying long press is bad. And it's very, very helpful for those who don't have 3D Touch already. They can actually use that. But the only people who are going to benefit from this is new iPhones that get released if they do not have 3D Touch in it, iPhone XR users, which is a massive majority of the market right now, and the users who still have an iPhone SE. That's really it. And with the iPod Touch, whoever has one probably is never going to use 3D Touch to begin with. So the fact that it got removed, I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, thanks for not killing the feature entirely and making it a long press, but that's just my take on it. Speaking of my take on it, I say that you should definitely like, share, and subscribe to this video, to my YouTube channel, and to more videos coming on the way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Matane.